At our house, we have a great big window in our kitchen, and we have breakfast with the birds every morning. So something we really enjoy doing at our house. My girls, they enjoy watching those birds come in and eat, and it's one thing that we love to do here at Anderson Seed and Garden is feed our friends outside. We've got some great bird feeders. One of my favorites is Droll Yankee. My wife and I got one of these when we first got married, and after about 6 or 7 years, one of our cats jumped up and knocked it down trying to get the birds. That was a cat that could jump about 7 feet in the air, and it fell and it landed right on a rock and it cracked our bird feeder. And I called Droll Yankee up and they said, "Which feeder do you have? Which part's broken? We'll send you a new one right out." And they sent us a replacement part just like that. So we've been very happy with the Droll Yankee. You can hang them from a tree, you can hang them from a hook. They come apart easily, so you can put your feed down inside. There's perches where the birds can sit and pick the seed right out of the perches. And the nice thing about the Droll Yankee is they're really easy to clean and so durable. And I love the tube feeders because you get a better selection of birds that come to eat off the tube feeders, because the smaller birds can sit on the perches and get the feed out, but the bigger birds that like to scare the smaller birds away, they can't sit on the perch and actually get the seed out, and so they just kind of leave the feeders alone. And your smaller birds tend to be your more colorful songbirds, and so Droll Yankee makes just the best tube feeders around. Durable, they've got a lifetime guarantee on them, and they just hold up really well, and they bring in the right kind of birds. So I love our Droll Yankee feeders. But we've also got a great selection of a lot of different types of feeders, and one of the other things we like to do at our house is called a snack feeder, and it's just like a great big suet cage. If you've ever done suet before, the suet comes in a brick just like this, and it's a mixture of bird seed and all kinds of different things that the birds like to eat in the wintertime. But the suet, we've had a hard time getting birds to come in and use the suet, but I have a lot of customers that have great results with the suet. But I like these bird snacks, and it's like a suet cake, but it's got a lot more seed in it, and it's just stuck together with all kinds of natural things that the birds like to eat. And you put that snack inside the cage, and the birds will come and they'll just hang on the cage and pick it right through the grill. So they'll just pick that snack to pieces, and it's fun to watch those birds come and just hang on that cage and just pick that seed out. And we've just got it hanging right in a tree just outside our window where the birds can just come and get it. And I've never been a great fan of the bird bells, but these songbird selections, they make a great bird bell. Every time we've ever brought bird bells in, they tend to fall apart. The seed doesn't stay together, and they just crumble, especially when the weather turns bad. But these bird bells we've got in right now, the birds just love them, and they'll grab onto the bird bell and they'll just pick that seed until there's nothing left. And it's fun to watch those bird bells disappear when they're hanging from our window. So here at Anderson Seed, we've got a great selection of bird feeders. I've got every kind of bird seed you can think of, a lot of different varieties, a lot of different sizes, but we can also weigh up whatever amount that you want. So we've got it in bulk, so you can get just a couple pounds of black sunflower, or a pound of millet, or a couple pounds of thistle, whatever kind of a mix you'd like. We've got that seed here, and we've got it in bulk, or I've got bags, and I've got some great specials on the bird seed right now, and tons of different bird feeders for this time of year. But before we go, I want to tell you something about, we've got some great new things happening with our webpage. So we've got a brand new webpage that's going to be up and running about the first part of February, so watch for that. It's AndersonSeedandGarden.com. All updated. It's got all of our seeds on there, tons and tons of different products, great listing of all of our trees and shrubs, all kinds of information on there. We've got lots of updated things where you can see all of our videos, you can get all of our radio shows and listen to those right off of our webpage. We have an updated calendar that tells you all the events and all the different things that are coming up, but more importantly, when you can plant things, and when's a good time to do trees, and when's a good time to prune. It'll have all that information on there, so you can just go onto our calendar every couple weeks, or every week even if you want to, and see what time of year you should be doing certain things. So I'll tell you when you should fertilize your lawn, when you should go after weeds, when you should get things planted, when you can do a second crop of peas and spinach and lettuce. So that calendar is going to be a great way to get online and find out when things should be done around Cache Valley. It'll be a really great resource for every gardener who lives in Cache Valley and even in the whole Intermountain West. And don't forget, we're trying to put together some gardening classes as well too. We'd like to start those about the first part of February. And if you have some interest in doing some gardening classes, learning some more about how you can be a better gardener, be basic gardening, pruning, trees and shrubs, vegetable gardening, fertilizer, soils, everything you can think of that you need to know to be a successful gardener, we'll be talking about that in the class. So if you're interested, please stop in the store, let us know, and or give us a call, 752-2345, and let us know that you're interested in taking those gardening classes. It'll be very inexpensive, and it'll be for 6 weeks, and it should be a whole lot of fun. So between the gardening classes and our newly updated webpage, we've got a lot of great things going on here at Anderson Seed. And don't forget to get outside and feed your birds.